The first Thursday in August is recognized as National IPA Day, and Simon is joining us today from the Livery in Benton Harbor to tell us all about IPAs, maybe the things that we don't know. And when I say we, I mean me, myself, and I. So thanks for joining us this morning, Simon.
Well, thank you so much for having me. So yeah, IPA is a very traditional style, started in Burton-on-Trent, actually, in Britain, and was designed as a beer to store well because it needed to be shipped to India, hence the I in IPA, India Pale Ale.
Okay, that's good. I was wondering about the acronym.
Yep, absolutely. So they started by making this very strong beer, and they utilized some dry hopping techniques in order to preserve the beer, because obviously it was a long trip on a boat in an oak barrel.
Right, but the hops, I'm very curious about that because I did a little bit of research for IPA Day, but I don't completely know about what hops are and what they do to the flavor of the IPA. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, so hops are a vine-growing plant, and they form this beautiful little cone, and they're filled with all of these different, basically essential oils, more or less. And those impart all kinds of different flavors into the beer. And there are literally hundreds of varieties of hops, and they all have a little bit different flavor and different aromas. They can vary very widely. And also what affects the flavor ultimately in the beer is how you utilize those hops. And IPAs utilize dry hopping, which brings forth all of those really intense aromatics in the hop.
Well, I'm really curious to see how the hops really play into the flavors of the IPAs that you brought today.
Yes.
So what should we start with, Simon?
I think we should just start with Nuke the Fridge. It's the most aromatic we have. Nuke the Fridge is a double New England IPA, and as far as IPAs go, there are just so many different styles these days. I mean, there are hundreds of iterations of IPA, and I brought 3 along with us today. This is, as I said, our double New England called Nuke the Fridge.
Nuke the Fridge.
And this utilizes a blend of Simcoe, Galaxy, and Citra hops.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what any of those mean, but okay, cheers to you, and let's take a sip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm not going to lie to you, Simon. I'm not really a beer gal, but I'm really enjoying that.
Well,
the light flavor.
It's not a very bitter IPA, and this is due to the brewing techniques that we use and the style, the New England style.
Okay.
Typically accentuates kind of the aromatics, but not so much the bitterness. And a lot of people think of IPA as just straight up bitter beer, but they're really not. There's a huge variety of different characteristics that come out of the hops. And we are really accentuating the aromatics here, not the bitterness from the beer.
I'm going to take one more sip. It kind of tastes a little bit citrusy to me, too. Okay.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I got that right. I was thinking maybe I'll take a guess at what's in here.
No, absolutely. I mean, the Citra hops, as well as the other hops that we utilize, definitely impart a citrusy character. But the other big character in the beer is the yeast, and the yeast is a key factor in the ultimate flavor of the beer. So it kind of plays along with those bright, fruity characteristics out of the hops, and the yeast kind of just brings them up to a whole nother level.
Well, thank you, Simon. You've taught me so much about beer today, but let's talk a little bit more about the Livery. And you have many different drinks that people can try,
Absolutely.
But you have lots of different foods as well and some events
Yes.
coming up too. Can you tell me about those?
Absolutely. So we are a brewery and a pizzeria and a live music venue.
You do it all.
We do. We have live music this weekend, Friday and Saturday nights at the Livery. Kind of a couple of great bluegrass band and then a little bit more hard rocking band on Saturday. But I'm also very excited about our upcoming 18th anniversary.
Congratulations!
Yeah. So that's coming up on the 18th and 19th, actually, of August. And we are releasing a special IPA for that event.
Get excited. I'll be there because I'm an IPA girl now.
Which is a grapefruit brut IPA. So we're very excited about releasing that as well. But yes, we have excellent pizzas, salads, and sandwiches. We have a beautiful beer garden. We would love for anyone to come up and visit us. We also have hops in our beer garden if you're curious as to what they look like.
If you want to see that process and how everything works too. So we'll have to go and take a trip over to the Livery to check out the many IPAs, the pizza, aroma, the live music, everything. Simon, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you're
and
welcome.
being so educational. So we'll get you all that information about the Livery. Give them a call at 269-925-8760. Visit liverybrew.com or check them out on Facebook.